Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back through daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Quant Network, aka QNT. So let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. So, on the 24-hour span and even on the 7-day span, you could find QNT somewhere around the range. So there we have it, up about almost 5% on the 24-hour span. And of course, on the 7-day span, it is the number one, mover. Still up about 40% on the 7-day span, ranging around the $80 to $90 range. We have been just kind of watching this one closely to see if it is going to have that pullback or not. And it seems to be holding pretty strong. It's something special. Like, I don't know what is going on with QNT. I don't know if we just like kind of disconnected it from Bitcoin or what, but it is truly remarkable to see this thing holding up this strong. I mean, on the 1 month span, you guys do see us like we're sitting at about $43 back in June 18th to be specific, and even just like going back roughly to July 1st, we were sitting at about like $52.42, and now we're sitting at $86.25. Now, we have been trading against resistance. I'm going to be fully transparent with you guys on that. So I would be expecting a pullback to happen eventually. Don't know if it's going to happen this week into the weekend, but that is what I'm currently waiting for on Quant. So let's, see what's happening, going into the weekend. Let's see what this weekend has to offer, because volatility might actually occur going forward. So we definitely have to watch closely to see what happens going forward. But on the 24-hour span, like I said, altcoins are looking pretty good. SNX is one that I have been mentioning quite a bit. I do like the price movements on this one as well, even going back to like the 1 month span. We initially started to break out back in June. We were trading at about $1.50. We ran up all the way to about like $3.50, and now we're just trading sideways at about roughly $2.62. And I think that this thing is extremely undervalued, actually sitting at roughly a $300 million market cap. Definitely take a look into SNX if you guys haven't already. Like I said, all-time high, almost $30. Just kind of throw that one in there. I kind of give away a little bit of some gems that I have been watching for in some of these videos, so definitely take a look at SNX if you guys haven't already. But also, but we did see this update from Matthew Linois on Twitter. Using digital currencies to unlock a continent, Quant Network's blockchain technology is creating one big global trading network for entrepreneurs. It's funny, right? Because like, we have been really looking at this, and it's something special coming from like Quant. Like, remember, right? TC 307, right? ISO TC 307. This is the standard created for whole continents around digital assets and DLTs. We're actually going to be talking more so about that, but first, I really want to talk to you guys about the quotes within this. So first off, the BRIC economies were hotly tipped to reshape the global financial landscape, but Brazil and Latin America's potential has still yet to be realized. Could a new digital currency designed to work alongside local currencies unlock a wealth of cross-border opportunities? Sorry. I really think that cross-border payment is the next agenda, the next frontier. This is from the World Bank's Global Director of Finance. Another international development priority, says Pesmi, is to use blockchain to promote financial inclusion and faster remittance. We do see down here, it comes down to cash flow, and there's a lot of uncertainty. You can't have transparency of where your money is and how long it will take to get paid. So it's a case of wait and see, for business owner Gilbert Verdian, founder of Quant, explained. And of course, we do see down here, according to Deloitte, a complete structural transformation of Latin, economy is needed to fuel growth. The World Bank says there is enormous potential in renewable electricity, but the largest transformation may result from accelerated digitization, which could create job opportunities and boost financial services in the region. Verdian wants to be part of this transformation, and it seems certain that blockchain, the revolutionary technology behind digital currencies that promises to automate transactions and transform industries, will play a key role. And we do see down here, they're talking more so about like LAC chain and the real-time digital assets make getting paid instantaneous. All users need is a phone, says Verdian. Not only will this make it easier for people to send and receive payments, but more importantly, it will allow them to access new markets because LAC chain is cross-border. And we do see the business down here, basically, them talking about like the 12 countries where LAC chain payment is accepted, and Quant has already interconnected that. Furthermore, the new digital currency will remove a lot of friction and risk when operating cross-border. You don't have to worry about currency fluctuations because it's all the same Latin American dollar, meaning like the CBDC that they have been addressing and talking about a little bit more. Yeah, I think that Quant is playing a pivotal role here, and they do like to talk about ISO standard TC307 as a matter of fact here. Adopted by 57 countries and organizations worldwide, solved interoperability with the creation of one of the world's first blockchain-agnostic API gateways. Overledger, it's proved such a hit thanks to the use of low code, which enables users to create interoperable, smart contracts and tokens more cheaply, easily, and in a matter of minutes instead of months, as it does not require the use of specialized, programming languages. Through our Overledger gateway, we enable participants to connect their public, private, and permission blockchains to LAC chain networks, and DLTs that were siloed can now connect. And interconnected smart contracts and tokens can be used for more than moving money across borders. For example, they could be used to, basically supply chain traceability by tokenizing inventories and raw materials to track them and ensure products are, produced sustainably. Sorry. And I think that when we really kind of look at the future here, continents will be interconnected. I think that Overledger will play a pivotal role here. Obviously Quant is at the forefront. And they do mention the Oracle partnership here as well. We do see, have worked together in the IETF TC307 blockchain interoperability work group to advance much needed standards in this area around, again, this is business problems. I think that when we talk about business, we really kind of focus on banks and transactions in general, but the business side of things as well, like B2B payments and all that kind of stuff will be fully, disrupted as well. And we do see down here, connecting the future, LAC chain is a great example of how blockchain technology can improve financial inclusion, digitization, and drive evolution in new technologies in Latin America and beyond. And this is just the start. There's so much information packed into a lot of these, articles, but it does really kind of share with you guys where we are headed from Quant's side. Remember, central banks in general are facing a key issue, and that is, of course, multinational interoperability. We do see down here, central banks must make critical choices on the access of non-residents and foreign financial institutions to central bank digital currencies, as well as ensuring multinational interoperability to fully harness the potential for CBDCs to enhance cross-border payments. And like I said, Quant is at the forefront of all of this. Here is ISO TC307. This is from ISO.org's website. Now, obviously, this is 8 ISO standards under the direct responsibility of ISO TC307. This is where things get very, very large. I don't know if they give us a list of the participating members here, but you can check out all of the members. So here are the participating members, for an example. So we do see the country and territory that they are a part of. Massive list, by the way, and observing members as well, 21. Again, you see all of the names over there. But when we go back here, it really kind of is this is why I've said Quant is going to be the fuel that lights the fire for crypto to be fully adopted massively globally. Here's some of the references, and here's the structures, by the way. Focus on digital currencies, guidance for auditing DLT systems, representation of physical assets as NFTs. Security, privacy, and identity for blockchain and DLT, interoperability of blockchain and distributed ledger technology systems, foundation security, smart contracts and their applications, governance use cases, interoperability. And this is, focused on pretty much everything. And you guys can check out the standards around this. Here we have vocabulary, privacy, and personally identifiable information protection considerations, overview of existing DLT systems for identity management, reference architecture, taxonomy, and ontology. There's so much around this. It's something special. When you really kind of look at the standards that they have created, just Quant alone. Quant played Gilbert Verdian literally created ISO TC307. So this is what I actually focus on more. I actually think that this is larger than ISO. I know that a lot of people are probably going to scold me for this, but ISO 222 does not even compare to this. I think that TC307 is actually much larger than anything that ISO 222 really kind of touches within crypto. And I've said it, I'll say it time and time again, that is just a messaging format that allows for these tokens to actually be utilized as a settlement token within the legacy system. And that's great and all, but this is literally allowing for DLTs and crypto itself to be fully adopted globally. That's why I've always said Quant is the power, source behind crypto. Also, we do see over here the organization behind TCP, IP, HTTP, etc. is going public with SAT, ODAP. Huge. These guys literally make the world's internet standards, and they're the choice. That choice. This one gateway. I really don't know what he was trying to say here. Sorry. Son NL11 for butchering this. But they're the choice, I guess, for Web3 interoperability of digital assets. Or oh, sorry, I get it now. Their choice for interoperability in regards to like the Web3 area is API gateways, basically. QNT, besides Intel, IBM, MIT talking, one of three. Here we have that. The IETF is the organization that created the protocols. Of course, you guys know all about this. But they are really kind of looking at, the Internet Engineering Task Force will be holding a public session to discuss a standard secure asset transfer protocol for network interoperability and scalability. And this is, again, centered around like Web3, and we do see that Gilbert Verdine is interested in this. And follow this up with a few other slides. We do see like Quant.network. This is from Martin Hargreaves, which is a pivotal role player within the Quant ecosystem. And we do see down here, it's an invite to the whole network of Thomas Harjano. I'm hoping that I'm saying that last name right. CTO of MIT Connection Science. Some nice interactions on his LinkedIn last year. CIO Swift, head of tech, Bank of Japan. CIO World Bank. CIO Fed New York. EY Global head, Ernst & Young. UBS head BIS Singapore. Grid exposure. And then, of course, we do see down here, the world already decided on DLT API gateways as the interoperability standard. SAT mailing list is also very impressive with likes of Visa, Telefonica, Swisscom, Huawei, or Hawaii, I don't know really how to pronounce that, to be completely honest with you. TCS, Nokia, IBM, and Intel. And then down here, and that Thomas Harjano had a CBDC symposium last month for all the massive players, co-author on Quant CBDC paper, and big fan of QNT approach. Thank you for the informative and productive session. This is the Chief Innovation Officer at Swift, by the way. And of course, we do see over here. Let me open this up in a new tab just so that you guys can see it. So here's Quant.network, obviously the website around Quant. We do see Thomas Harjano, and they do mention his roles here. But yeah, I mean, like, honestly, when we look at Quant and where they are positioned at, they are the standard. I've said it time and time again. Like, this is why Quant will be extremely large. Like, they are literally connecting full-on continents that are, connecting the entire traditional financial system as we know it to the digital system. And I've said it, time and time again, and I will continue to say it, that Quant, to me, is probably one of the most incredible choices in this market to be holding. Like, I think that everyone should have at least some type of exposure to QNT in their portfolio. If you feel bad about... you look back on like Bitcoin and you're like, wow, what was I doing at that time? I should have been buying Bitcoin. Or like you even look back on like Ethereum, right? Like a lot of people will look back on time and like say, wow, I wish I could have been around for, Bitcoin or this asset, whatever asset at that price. Like, don't be that person with QNT. I'm telling you guys right now, like QNT going forward, like there's a few things that, I personally, believe in. And QNT going to like, 10K plus a token, eventually reaching Bitcoin's levels. That's something that I do see happening at some point in time. I don't know specific time frames. I cannot give you specific time frames. Trust me, if I could, I would. But I just know that Quant is a key player within this new financial system. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As it is up to you all. Have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are on this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.